Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, we're gonna try Mono Green Talent again. So remember this Mono Green Talent deck that I tried a while back? With Goldvein Hydra and Innkeeper Talent, I can keep adding +1/+1 counter on my Hydra, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Or I can put a +1/+1 counter on Kami of Heroes and ramp myself like crazy to play out cards like the Reborn Tyrant, the Tyrannus Rex, and Nissa, the Ascendant Animist. So that's kind of the whole idea of the deck. It's actually a pretty simple deck. In the early games, we're going to have 4 Pawpatch Recruit. With this deck, I think you're just going to run out Pawpatch Recruit turn 1 as soon as possible to get some board presence, to get some tempo. Turn 2, what we want to do is either drop one of our 4 Innkeeper's Talent or drop one of the 4 Goldvein Hydra with just a 1+1/+1 counter. Having Goldvein Hydra on board potentially ramps us, but with a Pawpatch Recruit on board, if they try to kill the Pawpatch, Goldvein gets bigger. So that's kind of the idea. But then on turn 3, that's where we start hitting the really big drops. We got 3 drops in the Kami of Whispering Hope. Not only does it tap for mana based on its power, we also add an extra +1/+1 counter for any time we put +1/+1 counter on our creatures. So that's pretty good, pretty important. And of course, we also have 2 Polukranos to block slick shot show-offs. Polukranos are pretty important because he has reach, but it's also a Hydra that on the backside when we flip can be a reach lifelinker 6/6. Whenever a Hydra dies, it turns into a 3/3 green Hydra and a 3/3 green and white reach Hydra and a 3/3 green and white lifelink Hydra. So that's pretty important, I think. Of course, we also have 2 3-drops in Archdruid Charm, the new card that I added into this deck. I think Archdruid Charm is a pretty good card because the idea is that we get to search our library for a creature or a land card and put it into play, or put it in play if it's a land, but we gotta reveal it, right? So a lot of times we just get, Reborn Tyrant, show it to our opponent, and show them their impending doom. But sometimes we need a land. We can also fetch for a land. We can also put up a +1/+1 counter on a creature we control, and then it deals damage to target creature we don't control. So put it on a Goldvein Hydra. If we have a Kami, that's 2 +1/+1s, and then it just gives us extra mana. So that's pretty good. And then the last one, exile target artifact or enchantment. That's also pretty useful. Sometimes we just die from random artifact, enchantment, and good abilities that are pretty good in the current metagame. So that's our 3 drops. Then we don't have any 4 drops or 5 drops, but let me move this to the side. But we do have a 6 drop in Smuggler Surprise. Smuggler Surprise, it's a spree, but 1 green plus the middle spree for 5 extra. Put 2 creature cards from our hand into play. So here are 2 creature cards we want to put in. We have 4 Reborn Tyrant for extra card draw and life gain, and then 4 Tyrannus Rex. This is going to wreck them because this is Toxic 4, but also Trample War 4 haste and can't be countered. So we will be able to get to our opponent regardless of what they have. We'll be able to attack them with this gigantic Rex. And of course, we have 2 more Nissa. Nissa's pretty good at making our board continuously big, or destroy target artifact or enchantment, or just overrun them with the -7. And of course, we got 2 Tail Swipes. Tail Swipes are also pretty good for removal against our opponent's creatures. We got instant speed cards, so I think Tail Swipes are pretty useful since if we target our opponent's turn, we can remove instant speed. Pretty important against a lot of red decks. We can also do it on our turn, and we get a +1/+1 on one of our creatures. So imagine that if our opponent has a Shieldred or something that we want to kill, and we have a Goldvein Hydra that's currently at 3/3, right? We can use Tail Swipe with a Kami out. Actually, no, that doesn't work. Tail Swipe with the Innkeeper Talent out, so that when we get a +1/+1 with Innkeeper Talent, we get an extra +1/+1 with Tail Swipe on their second main, and then we can use that to hit their Shieldred, and our Goldvein Hydra dies with an extra treasure. So it's kind of fringe, but I want to have some removal, and this is kind of the best removal I can think of for this deck. Another removal you can put in instead of Tail Swipe is probably Bushwhack. Try to get your forest out if you don't have a forest. Otherwise, it basically acts as just a fight spell. Then the rest are lands. So we're going to have 24 lands in the deck, of course. We have a lot of ramps, so 24 lands should be enough. There's 12 forests, 2 Cavern of Souls, 2 Demolition Field, 4 Fountainport, and 4 Sunken Citadel. So the idea is that, mono green, so we need all the forests, but we need a lot of green pips because Archdruid Charm and Polukranos Reborn. So that's why we got basically 16 green sources. 2 Cavern of Souls really can't get us the green source we need. It does help us if we name Hydra for Polukranos Reborn, but a lot of times we're just going to name Dinosaur for our Voltborn. We have 2... And then we have 2 Demolition Field. It's not great, but sometimes we need to pop their man fields or their utility lands. And then we have 4 Fountainports. Fountainports are very good for this deck because we make a lot of tokens, right? Goldvein Hydra gives a bunch of treasures. We got nothing to do. Sack a treasure, draw a card. Pawpatch Recruit's offspring makes tokens. Sack it to draw a card. And if nothing else, Nissa's tokens, we can draw cards with that. Or if we have all that mana, we can use that to create treasure tokens and eventually draw cards with that as well. So that's kind of the idea of the deck. It's a... wonky combo, but one that I really like because it's something that no one's running. That's the only reason why I like it. Smuggler Surprise, obviously you can also get them with the surprise when it costs 8 mana. So 1 plus 2 plus 5, 8 mana. So you can mill 4, get 2 cards, and then put 2 creature cards from your hand into play. Still pretty good. And 9 mana, you can also make them hexproof and indestructible. That's rarely ever gonna matter, but sometimes you just catch your opponent off guard and put in 2 very big creatures and kill them on their turn. So that's the whole idea of this deck. Now let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is Now. Cool. Slam your head on the keyboard and that's the name you got. Well, this is not a great hand. Nothing to do for the first 3 turns. I don't know if I can keep that. Mulligan. We got a Hydra. We got Pawpatch. Rex can go, so... Do we do this? Do we do this? Guess we'll do this. Do we keep the Charm? Yeah, I guess we'll keep the Charm. Don't know what our opponent is doing right now, so... Alright. Will they have removal? Pawpatch Recruit first. We got a Voltborn Tyrant, so maybe that'll work. They are 2 different colors. Up the Beanstalk. Let's go. We're not to the 3 different colors already. So, do we choose Hydra here? I don't think it matters, right? I'm gonna choose Hydra. Oh wait, no, this is a Sunken Citadel. Oops. I thought that was 2 caverns. They look the same. That was a giant oops if I ever seen one. Alright. What are they going to play here? Nothing. Nothing is what they're going to play here. So, let's choose the Hydra. We'll get the Hydra on. It's a 2/2, but if he targets anything... Alright. They're gonna minus our whole board and we just quit? It's a very high likelihood of that. Brotherhood's End. Give me 5 mana this turn for something. I can Archdruid's Charm. That only brings a land in. That doesn't do much. I can Polukranos. I need 2 more lands for something. Cornucopia. Alright, what do we do here? Attack with the Polukranos. We're gonna exile his Cornucopia. It's probably the last thing I want to do, right? Well, exiling the Cornucopia doesn't feel that bad now that he's out of stuff. But I will have to use use a treasure, which means I can't Voltborn next turn. Feels bad. Let's do it. He's gonna get up to 5 mana anyways. Let's not do it. Let's not go crazy here. He does nothing. Well, that makes me happy. Can you imagine the Polukranos just getting through? I don't think I can. It's probably gonna have removal, right? What do I do here? Do I Voltborn Tyrant? Is he gonna take the 4? There's a go for the throw. We'll play our Voltborn Tyrant out naked. Feels bad, but hey, you know? At least it's a 6/6 Trampler, right? It's marginal. Get our Fountainport. Cool. They can Demolition Field one of our Fountainports, but not both. So, if I want to do it, they can do it. I think they're also a Voltborn Tyrant deck. They didn't even do it. That's... wow, okay. There is a Deli cover-up. Is he playing this without the evidence? He couldn't evidence it. I get a 6/6 anyways? Ouch. Okay. I can't lethal him, unfortunately, because not enough green mana, right? So if I had enough green mana, I can Archdruid's Charm for the +1, but here I think I can only do this. So I can't... actually I could Polukranos. That draws me a card. But I can't Innkeeper's Talent and Polukranos. Polukranos draws me a card. What do I do with that card draw? I deal 6 damage. He does another daily cover up, and then I lose everything. If I do this, let's have a Fountainport in. I can make this a 7. It goes down to 3. Don't think I want a Pawpatch here, right? So I could upgrade it, or I can use this to make a fish. Alright, if you board wipes, I have a fish. He doesn't board wipe me. Let's get a fish. Well, I can sack a token, but I'm not sacking that token. So he definitely wants to kill the 1/1 dinosaur. Right? In what world do you not kill the... not the 1/1, the 7/7 dinosaur? Alright, there's a Necropsy. So that's what he was holding on to. Cool. I can Pawpatch again, or I can Polukranos. Pawpatch feels pretty good, right? I can sack the token if I need to. And if he targets it, I will be able to get a +1/+1 counter. Another up the beanstalk? Okay. Gaining all the life. That's no fun. Brotherhood's End, so I gotta sack this to draw a card. Smuggler Surprise. How much does it cost? 6? Okay. Well, that means I can surprise him. Since next turn is 10 damage. It's a pretty big surprise. Virtue? Cool. He must think he's so far ahead. Smuggler surprise. Just that one, right? Put 2. Here's 4. Here's a Volborn Tyrant and a Polukranos. Boom! Surprise! I draw 2 cards. G. Alright, our opponent is Stex. STX. We're gonna go first. Sunken Citadel. Do we play the Sunken Citadel? Or do we Pawpatch? Actually, I have no place after the Pawpatch. That's kind of scary, right? Do I keep this hand? It does not ramp. Does not get anything with this. It's just got a Sunken Citadel. Oh, that's not brilliant. Let's see. Alright, I'll keep as a learning lesson. This video's never showing up anyways. It's fine. This game is definitely getting cut. Let's face it. Right? Yeah, let's face it. It ain't happening. Alright. This is the Forge deck. Do we Polukranos against the Forge? I mean, do we Pawpatch against the Forge? I think we Pawpatch against the Forge. It's gonna gain another life. Pawpatch Recruit. I need another land somewhere to Nissa, and even then, that's just a 3. Just a 3. It goes down to 2. He's got a Forge. No Bloxies. Fountainport. I mean, yeah, it's cool to have a Fountainport, but I think I'm still gonna do the Polukranos. Not attacking with the Pawpatch, so here you go. We're not blocking with the Pawpatch, so might as well attack. Another... Okay. I'll take the damage. What does he have with 3 mana? So Nissa is really risky because she's probably just going to die to a Lightning Strike. Or a Lightning Helix. And I really don't want her to die to a Lightning Helix, right? How scared am I to the Forge? It'll be 4. It'll be 3 right now. And if I don't do anything this turn, it's kind of a dead turn. I don't really want to play a dead turn, but he's definitely got a Helix. He's not Helixing my creature. Not giving him a perfect Helix. So, you know, let's... I think I'm going to regret this, but we'll see. Treasures are always good with Fountainport too. Not going to lie. Do I take the 3? Yeah, I'll take the 3. It's not that much life. I make a treasure. Innkeeper's Talent. It's pretty interesting, right? If I play Innkeeper's Talent, I can level it up. And that'll buff my Polukranos, but I think I still Nissa here. This is gonna go to 4. He could have 2 Lightning Helix. That's a lot of cards we get out of his hands, so... It's 5, it goes down to 4, but he's gotta have to do something with it.
All will be joined to my
No more forge for you. Is he gonna target my creature and make my creature huge? Or is he just gonna sunfall me? Could just be a sunfall turn. Torch the tower, yeah. Does he have a forge? If he has a forge, right, I'll probably block with this 1/1. Sunfall? That's not 6 mana, unfortunately, so guess I have to plus. I can still make a fish this way, I think. Man, if I have 1 extra land here, this is all well, maybe I shouldn't play Innkeeper Talent and get a treasure. I didn't think about that. That was a mistake. Getting the treasure here would have been huge, but Brotherhood's End kills my creatures. Alright. Kills my Nissa. Transforms. Let's make a fish. He doesn't kill it, so maybe he doesn't have a kill spell. We'll take that damage. I get the land. I get the land, good luck. Alright. There's a 2. I'm gonna use it to block. He's gonna get so surprised. I think he thinks he's ahead. We'll block like this. Don't really need a fish anymore. Now, for the surprise. You don't have a counterspell in your deck. And I'm going to surprise you with an ETB. I just gained like 8 life here. No. 3 times 4, 12 life here. And I draw 4 cards. Hopefully one of those is a land so we can Rex him. And a Nissa? Jeez, alright. That's 12 damage on board. Let's go with Dinosaur? Why not? So, can he kill me on the back of this? Because this is 8, and he has Ward 4. He can have 2, get lost. I mean, I draw a lot of cards this way, so no reason not to do this. There's 2 Vaultborn Tyrant, and now there's a Rex. There's a Get Lost. It comes back. I draw 2 cards. Thank you. And now we get a Rex. I draw 2 more cards. Do you have another Get Lost? Alright, let's put it on. Let's put it on the Rex. I'm at 32. You take 16. You got a flanker. Okay. They're all trample, by the way. So... oh, no, it's 15. Sorry. Bad math. It's exact lethal here. GG. Alright. Our opponent is... I'm not reading that. At... something back scratcher. Butt scratcher. Butt scratcher. Butt scratcher. Hello. Alright, they got cats. They didn't mulligan. Maybe they're not red. Maybe I'll have time. Maybe it's Maybelline. They are red. It's not Maybelline. Life is terrible. I don't want to play this out. Alright, Pawpatch Recruit. Hammerheart Challenger, would you like to attack? Okay. That's a trade I'm willing to take. Okami. This is 4 mana. This is 5 mana. Not enough for a Smuggler Surprise next turn. Another Challenger. This one I cannot kill. Also, this doesn't do anything, right? Nope. I don't have an artifact. You got whatever it is coming. Yeah. Make fish? Block with fish? Or make treasure, and then I Smuggler Surprise. If I don't die this turn. Still could happen. 1, 2, 3. I make a treasure, and I'll have... No. Not enough mana. Felonious Rage. Raging. And it'll fling it at me for another 5 damage. Nope, just play in the creature side. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6. That's 7. Do I need 7 for anything? I don't know if hexproof is necessarily that useful here. Will the Sunken Citadel be that useful? Let's do it this way. No reason not to. Let's wait till the combat turn. I got gained 6 life here, right? Here comes the combat. Declare blockers. Gotcha, bitch. Alright. I can keep the treasure. Can he do anything to my board? No reason to use on my board like this. Voltborn Tyrant and a Rex. I gain 6 life and draw 2 cards. One is a returning Tyrant and the other one is a Ward 4. So, yeah, good luck with whatever you were trying to do. Alright, let's block. Let's block like this. I don't mind if this dies. Felonious Rage, yeah. Cool, good job. You didn't even kill it. All that hard work. For what? There's a Heartfire Hero. Nice. I guess. GG. Haha, take that, red. You back scratcher. Go back to scratching your back. Alright, our opponent is Ton. He's a ton of fun. Magic the Gathering is a ton of fun. We go first. This is about to be a ton of fun. Green, please. Sunken Citadel on green. They're red. I draw 3 Sunken Citadels. There's an Innkeeper Talon. They're 2 red. Oh, they're some sort of Talon deck. What? I'll give it a ward. I'll make it a 3/3. It's hard to kill a 3/3, right? Non-creature spell you cast costs 1 less to cast. I mean, I can just kill this. Green. I can level this up once. I don't think that's worth it. Costs 1 less to cast. That's kind of scary. Not gonna lie. Maybe I just want to get rid of it. Don't want to let him play a bunch of spells. I'm the one ramping here. I don't know what our opponent's deck is doing, but it's definitely not a good deck. Brask. Cast an instant or sorcery. It deals 1 damage, and add red. Let's give it a ward. Is it an infinite combo deck or something? Deals 1 damage to target opponent and you add 1 red. And you can pay 1 red to exile and return to the battlefield, transform. Only if you cast 3 or more instants. Yeah, you gotta do that. Deals 3 damage to target opponent, each creature they control. Alright. Yikes. Is that your combo? There's still Goldvein Hydra that's trample and it will deal a lot of damage to you next turn. Alright. What's next? You gotta have something. No, that was it. That was all you're gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll do this for 5. That's a 10-10. Let's put it on that one. 8-8, 10-10 trample. Alright, GG. Just Hydras will get us there. Just Hydras. Alright, our opponent is Ape Man. You disgust me, Ape Man. I don't know why, but I don't like him. Alright, Pawpatch and the Innkeeper. We are going second, so what? Let's see what he's playing. Hello? Drops a swamp? No? Commercial District. Oh boy. Okay. There's a Golta in his deck. So they're going real tall. What does this do? Discard a card, draw 2 card. Some sort of dinosaur deck. That's what I'm gathering. Level up. Fable Passage. Swamp. He's got 4 mana. If he wants to do something, he can do it this turn. Go for the throw. Trumpeting Carnosaur. Alright, he's got through that. I did draw a land. What am I gonna name? Hydra? It's fine to name Hydra. I don't think it matters. So, I could Demolition Field something. Would that get me anywhere? Don't think so. No plays, huh? Is he looking at my Sunken Citadel? Is he thinking of killing my Sunken Citadel? That bastard. I want a Kami, right? I'll put it on the Kami. If he targets the Kami to kill it, I get to put things on the Pawpatch and attack him. Bitter Triumph. I cannot put it on this. Yeah, you killed a Kami. Good job. Take 8. No, we killed him. I don't know what that was, but we killed him. Alright, our opponent is Unicorn Slayer? I don't know. There's no A in there. Slayer. We're gonna go first. Kami, Tyrant, Smuggler, Surprise. Might as well get that. 2 Citadels. One of those can go. Probably, right? I think the Citadels can. You won't even let me return a Citadel? Okay. Green. Green, black. Green, black, duress. Well, he's gonna take my tail swipe. I got a Smuggler Surprise. I got a 1/1. I'll attack you for 1. Mosswood Dread Knight as a 2/2. I mean, if that's what he wants to do. Innkeeper's Talent. Didn't even want to level. Oh, he's got Swamp. He can't level it up. Yeah, I'll take it. 4. Mill 4 cards, get 2 cards back. Got a Pawpatch and a Polukranos. I also get my own Innkeeper's Talent, but I think this turn it's Pawpatch turn, right? He has a cut down still. He didn't use his cut down. Now he did. He's giving me a very big Goldvein, which is weird. Shouldn't have seen that coming. Duress. He's gonna take my Innkeeper's Talent. I mean, I'll still kill your Mosswood Dread Knight if you just attack. Yeah, no attacks. So now what? I play Polukranos? Didn't I say go? No, there's so many hand disruptions I can't do anything in the current format. It's like nauseating. 6/5. He attacks with a 6/5. And block with a 3/3. Never seen that coming. It's a lot of treasures you just gave me. Aklazat. Wrecks him, but I think Reborn Tyrant is better. If I wrecks him for 8, right? This is not Death Touch. So what can he do? Not block it? Let's get a Tyrant out, gain some life. I draw a card. Not playing that card. Gonna level it all the way up. Alright. Aklazat's a 6/6. Is he attacking with the Dread Knight too? He is. Discard Kami. I have to block here. Draw another card. It's a surprise. Does he still have something? Jesus Christ. Alright. If I play this, I can play Rex. So it's 6, 10, 18, 19. Then he's on a clock, right? But if he has Vraska, I still die. I need it on dinosaur. I can also flip this. 6/6 reach lifelink. That's not good enough. I draw a card. Thanks to the 6/6 here. Pawpatch Recruit. It's down to 5. We aggroed him down to 5. It's gonna rest his cottage. I'm at 16. That's 12 damage total. I don't think you win from this. Yeah, I don't think you win from this. But hey, to each his own. Goes up to 13, but there's more than 13 damage here. Oh, we got him. GG. Even with all of that good luck on your side, you still suck at the game. Alright, our opponent is Goblin-sama. You mean Bitch-sama. Go first. Go first with Pawpatch and Innkeeper Talon. Okay. They look like they're red. Raccoons. Maybe they're Gruul. Either way, if they use a removal on a Pawpatch, they won't be using a removal on Kami, right? That makes me happier. Mulliganing. Green white. Okay, they're bunnies. Season Warren Guard. Innkeeper's Talent. On the Pawpatch. Now we got a 3-2 here. I'll hold back in case he wants to attack, right? I need to make my board a little bit scarier. That's a 2-2 and a 1-2. He's not attacking with a 1-2, of course. I'll make a 3-3 on the Whispering Hope. Get 5 mana next turn. Pawpatch Recruit. Pretty scary. I will lose my Pawpatch Recruit here. Gives him a smaller board. I should be okay with that. I can wait after combat. I get so much more, right? It's such a bigger creature if I wait after combat. So I add 1 to this. Just give my permanent ward. No attacks. Then I have to add 5, 6, 7. So this will be 6. It's a 7/7 Goldvein. He can hop to it. Still gonna block. It's probably gonna hop to it. No, just another Pawpatch. Is he attacking? He's not attacking. I tap this for 5. I can make another Goldvein Hydra. Attack for 7. He takes the 7. Attack for 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, right? So 4 is going to be 8, 8. Eight is 18, 18. Pretty big creature here. He has to block that, or he has to attack. Sure. That looks pretty scary. It's going in. Pumps the whole board. I'm still alive, and you're dead. GG. Take that, bunnies. No match when I actually get a turn 1 play, huh? Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen those games, how did this deck feel to you? I gotta say, this deck performed about as good as I thought it would be, which is not very good. It's understandable because monocolor usually struggles a bit, but in the current metagame, it's even harder because there's a lot of hand disruptions, and while we're ramping, we cannot fight against hand disruptions very easily. So we really need to make this deck a little bit faster curve. I think 4 commies might be too much. I think we may have to cut down to maybe 2 commies. Tail Swipe, maybe it's better to be a Bushwhack than the Tail Swipe because we want it to be a something to be able to get a force out for our 3 drops. So yeah, that might be what's making this deck actively struggling. I do think the Archdruid's Charm works like a charm, but the problem with that is a lot of times I don't have the 3 green pips that I need, and a Bushwhack will help, right? A lot of the times what I feel like is I'm not going first, so Pawpatch Recruit is not getting me what I needed, but that's not really something that we can fix. Going second is the a fact of life. On a Magic Arena, if you know how to play the game, you're going to go second. So, unfortunate, but that's how it works. I still think there's something here for this deck, and the current version of the deck definitely can put up some wins. I think I got about a 50% win rate, which isn't that bad, but it's not fantastic. I do think we need earlier creatures for the Innkeeper's Talon. Also, I might be thinking about cutting down 2 Rex. Rex are good, but not great. And maybe I can cut down 2 Rex and put in 2 Atali. My idea is that Atali is also pretty good, and if we're going to name a dinosaur with Cavern, and we have a lot of treasure tokens, the 2 red pips aren't going to hurt too much, right? So Atali is also pretty useful. So that's kind of the idea for this deck. I still think Mono Green Talon's a fun deck to try out. One of the monocolored decks I really like to play. That's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.